I awoke to a world of unimaginable beauty. It was a realm beyond the confines of earthly logic, a paradise that stretched infinitely into an azure horizon. As I stood there, young again, the weight of years and sorrows shed like a cloak forgotten in the spring sun, I marveled at the vivid tapestry of this new existence. The air was sweet with the scent of unknown flowers, each breath a delicate symphony of fragrances. I walked barefoot on the soft grass, feeling each blade like a gentle caress against my skin. Overhead, multiple moons hung in a dusk sky, their glow a soft lullaby to the world beneath. The stars here were strangers, not the constellations I had gazed upon in my earthly nights, but they welcomed me in their silent, radiant dance. Sunsets and sunrises here were like artists' fever dreams, swirls of greens and blues amidst the familiar pinks and oranges, painting the sky in colours I had never known. There was no heat, no chill, just the perfect warmth of a world that seemed to exist in perpetual spring. Animals roamed freely, creatures of myth and storybook, each more enchanting than the last. They approached me without fear, their eyes reflecting a world devoid of danger, of predators and prey. I found myself laughing, a sound so pure and unburdened as a group of small furry creatures looking like a cross between a rabbit and a kitten frolicked around me. The plant life was a marvel. I tasted fruits that burst with flavours, a spectrum so vast it made the earthly culinary experiences seem bland in comparison. I could spend an eternity discovering these tastes, and it seemed I just might. And the laws of nature, they were like playful suggestions here. I watched a leaf, floating upward, defying gravity, and smiled at the thought of a world unbound by the strict rules I had known all my life. But amidst this wonder, there was a tranquility that permeated everything. It was in the harmonious chorus of life that thrummed softly in the background, in the gentle sway of the trees, in the tender way the water cradled my feet as I waded into a crystal-clear lake. I thought of my son, my dear boy left behind in the world I once called home. But the pang of separation, the wrenching heartache I had feared, was absent. In its place, a serene understanding settled within me. I knew he would be here one day, in his own time, in his own paradise. And in that knowledge, I found an indescribable peace. This was my new reality, a realm where every moment was a drop in an eternal ocean of tranquility. I was alone, yet in this solitude, I found a contentment so profound, it felt like being held in the arms of the universe itself. As the first day in my endless days dawned, painting the sky in impossible hues, I realized that this was not just an afterlife. It was a beginning, a new chapter written in the ink of stars and the melody of an everlasting spring. Each day in this heavenly expanse unfurled like a bloom in fast forward, a spectacle of natural beauty that never ceased to amaze me. I wandered through landscapes that defied imagination, forests with leaves that shimmered in a myriad of colours, beaches where the sands glowed softly under moonlight, and mountains that whispered ancient secrets to the skies. As I explored, I found myself conversing with the world around me. The creatures, though they did not speak in words, seemed to understand my thoughts, responding with gestures and sounds that felt like the deepest form of communication. I swam in oceans where the water was a tapestry of light, teeming with creatures so fantastical they could have leapt from the pages of a fairy tale. Yet, in the midst of this paradise, my mind often wandered back to my earthly life. I remembered my son's laughter, the way his eyes lit up when he discovered something new. I cherished those memories, holding them close, but they were no longer tinged with the sharp sting of loss. Instead, they were like precious artifacts from a life well lived, a testament to a love that transcended realms. As time, or what I perceived as time passed, my understanding of it evolved. Years, decades, centuries, they held no meaning here. I could have been wandering this paradise for millennia or merely moments. Such measurements were irrelevant. Time was a river that flowed around me, never rushing, never stagnant. Solitude too revealed its secrets to me. In my past life, loneliness was a shadow that lurked in quiet corners. But here it was a companion, a state of being that brought profound introspection and peace. I realized that solitude was not the absence of others, but the presence of oneself, fully and completely. In this endless exploration, I discovered the true essence of serenity. It was not just the absence of noise or conflict, but the presence of an all-encompassing harmony that resonated with the core of my being. It was a melody played on the strings of the universe, a song of existence that required no audience but was a joy to behold. Amidst the lush wilderness, I stumbled upon a cove, a hidden gem that sparkled under the light of the moons. There, in the heart of tranquility, I found a portal. It was an archway, made of vines and flowers, pulsating with a light that beckoned to uncharted worlds. Standing before it, a sense of curiosity stirred within me. For the first time since my arrival, a whisper of adventure called to me, hinting at mysteries and realms beyond this paradise. It was an invitation to explore further, to step beyond the boundaries of this utopia. I pondered the portal, understanding that it was a gateway to something new, something unknown. Yet, there was no urgency in my heart, no desperate need to leap into the unknown. It was enough for now to know it was there, a path to another chapter, waiting to be explored at the right moment. In this world of eternal spring, under the watchful gaze of alien stars, I found a contentment that was both a destination and a journey. And as I lay on the beach that night, the universe sang me to sleep, a lullaby of peace and endless possibilities. In this heaven, each day unfurled with the gentle grace of a flower greeting the sun. As time stretched endlessly before me, my bond with this world deepened. I became attuned to its subtle rhythms, the soft whisper of the trees, the playful dance of the waves, and the harmonious chorus of the creatures that shared this paradise with me. My emotions, once as tumultuous as a stormy sea, had settled into a tranquil pool of clarity and depth. I understood now that the feelings I once held, fear, sorrow, longing, were like distant echoes, faint and almost foreign. In their place was a profound sense of balance, a harmony that resonated with every fibre of my being. Sometimes I would sit by the edge of a crystalline lake, gazing at my reflection in the still waters. The face that looked back was mine, and yet, not the one I remembered. It was unmarked by the passage of years, untouched by grief or worry. It was the face of a soul at peace. In those moments of reflection, I pondered the meaning of mortality, the fleeting nature of our earthly existence. Here, in this eternal expanse, life and death merged into a single, endless melody. As I wandered through bioluminescent forests at night, their glow a soft, living light that illuminated my path, I often thought of my son. There was no pain in these thoughts, no wrenching heartache. It was an acknowledgement of love that transcended physical presence, a connection that spanned worlds and realms. One day, as I traversed a hill crowned with flowers that hummed a sweet, otherworldly tune, I came across the portal again. It stood there, serene and inviting, a gateway to realms unknown. I realized that my curiosity about it had grown, a gentle yet persistent pull towards discovery. I approached the portal, its surface shimmering with an ethereal light. Standing before it, I felt a sense of wonder and a touch of nostalgia. It was as if the portal was a bridge not just between worlds, but between the past and the future, the known and the unknown. I pondered the decision to step through. In this heaven, where every need was fulfilled, where contentment was as natural as breathing, the idea of leaving, even momentarily, seemed almost paradoxical. Yet, the allure of the unknown, the promise of new horizons, tugged at my heart. I thought of my son, imagining him in his own paradise, his own journey of discovery. The thought brought a smile to my lips, a serene acceptance of the paths we both traversed, separate yet forever intertwined. Night fell, and the sky bloomed with stars, a tapestry of light that draped over the world. I lay under the celestial display, my mind a whirl of thoughts and emotions, all steeped in the profound peace that this world offered. The portal's presence was a silent invitation, a whisper of adventure that beckoned me towards a new chapter. And as I drifted into sleep, cradled by the melody of this harmonious world, I knew that when the time was right, I would step through that archway, ready to embrace whatever lay beyond. The day I chose to approach the portal again felt like any other in this eternal spring. Yet, as I walked towards it, a quiet anticipation stirred within me, a sense of embarking on a journey that was both inward and beyond. The portal, framed by vibrant flora, pulsated with a gentle light that seemed to breathe in rhythm with the world around it. Standing before it, I felt the last vestiges of earthly hesitation dissolve into the air of this otherworldly realm. This was not a leap into the unknown, but a serene stride into a new phase of my eternal journey. I remembered my son, his youthful face a memory etched in the fabric of my being. In my heart, I carried the love and bond we shared, an unbreakable thread that spanned across realms and lifetimes. It was with this love that I stepped towards the portal, my soul alight with the serenity and wisdom of countless years in paradise. As I crossed the threshold, a sensation unlike any other enveloped me. It was as if I was walking through a curtain of light, each strand a melody of colours and sounds that whispered secrets of the universe. The air was alive with energy, a symphony of existence that resonated with the core of my being. The world I stepped into was different, yet familiar in its ethereal beauty. The landscape unfolded before me like a dream, a realm that seemed crafted from the essence of peace and wonder. The sky here was a deeper shade of blue, the stars a little brighter as if they were closer, within reach of my outstretched hand. I realized in that moment of awe that this was not just a different part of the same paradise, but a whole new heaven, a realm unto itself. It was a reflection of the infinite possibilities of the afterlife, a testament to the boundless creativity of the universe. As I ventured into this new world, a profound sense of connection enveloped me. It was as though this place was part of my son's essence, a manifestation of his spirit and dreams. The air was filled with a sense of joy and curiosity, qualities that reminded me so much of him. I walked through meadows that sparkled with dew, each drop a prism of light. Trees here whispered in a language that felt familiar, their leaves rustling with the sound of laughter and play. The rivers sang as they flowed, their melody a blend of tranquility and adventure. This journey through the portal was not just a physical transition, but an exploration of the depths of my soul. It was a realization that in this eternal existence, every step, every breath, was part of an endless journey of discovery and understanding. As the day gave way to a starlit night, I found a clearing where the sky opened up in a celestial embrace. Lying there, gazing up at the universe, I felt a profound sense of belonging. This new heaven was not just a place to explore, but a realm to experience and cherish, a continuation of the endless tapestry of my afterlife. The peace and harmony of my first paradise remained within me, a foundation upon which this new chapter was being written. And as I closed my eyes, embraced by the cosmos, I knew that this journey was far from over. It was another beginning, a new story in the eternal book of my soul. As dawn broke in this new heaven, I awoke with a sense of profound anticipation. The air here was charged with a gentle vibrancy, as if the very atmosphere was alive with the promise of joyous discoveries. The world around me was a masterpiece of celestial artistry, each element a harmonious note in the symphony of the universe. I ventured deeper into this realm, guided by an innate sense of direction, as if the path had been laid out just for me. The landscape was a vivid canvas of colours and textures, each turn revealing wonders that delighted my senses and nourished my soul. In this paradise, my heart felt lighter, as though it was attuned to a deeper, universal rhythm. I sensed my son's presence in the gentle breeze, in the laughter of the streams, and in the playful dance of the leaves. This world was a reflection of his essence, a realm shaped by the purity and wonder of his spirit. As I wandered through a grove of luminescent trees, their light pulsating in harmony with the life around them, a realization dawned upon me. This journey was not just about exploration. It was a path leading me to a reunion, a meeting that was destined in the tapestry of eternity. And then, there he was. In a clearing bathed in the soft glow of the eternal twilight, stood my son. He was no longer the child I remembered, but a young man, his eyes brimming with the wisdom and peace of this heavenly realm. He was as I had always imagined he would be, yet more. A soul that had journeyed through its own paradise, growing and flourishing in ways I could only have dreamed. Our eyes met, and in that gaze there was a universe of unspoken words, a conversation that transcended language and time. The love, the bond we shared, was an unbreakable thread that had woven through the fabric of our separate journeys, leading us to this moment. We walked towards each other, each step a culmination of an eternal journey. As we embraced, the world around us seemed to sing, a chorus of joy and fulfillment that resonated through the heavens. It was a reunion that felt timeless, as if we had never been apart, yet celebrated every moment that had led us here. In this embrace, I understood the true nature of this afterlife. It was a realm of endless beginnings, of paths that led to new horizons and reunions that transcended the boundaries of existence. It was a place where love was the guiding force, leading souls to their destined encounters, in their own time, in their own paradise. As we stood there, hand in hand, gazing into the horizon where the skies sang with the colours of infinity, I knew that this was not the end of our story. It was a new chapter, a continuation of our eternal journey, together in this boundless, beautiful existence. And in that moment, under the watchful gaze of a universe that had guided us to this reunion, I realized that heaven was not just a place, but a journey of the soul, a journey that we were now on, together.